Hello friends, my name is Bahroz. I'm a finance executive by profession and welcome to my channel where I share with you content around financial and career success. Now this video is part of a video series on PI cognitive assessment practice questions. What I've done is I've collected a large set of practice questions, sample questions on the web, and I filtered the ones which are relevant and most important with regards to what you should expect in a PI cognitive assessment test. So these are very relevant, very important questions that you should be practicing. Now, I'm not only sharing these questions with you, but also telling you how you can go about solving them. And not only telling you how to solve them, but also sharing with you some tips, tricks, and hacks that you can use to solve similar questions. So after watching this video and the videos in the series that I have on practice questions, you will be able to ace your PI cognitive assessment test. I will leave the link to those other videos in the description of this video. Now, before moving forward, I have to ask for you. One, press the like button, and second, press the subscribe button, as this will go a long way in helping me improve the quality and the quantity of content that I post on this channel. Now, one important mention that it is very important that apart from you just practicing the questions from the videos that I have made and other videos out there on the YouTube, it is also important that you go about practicing a real-time sample test. Now here's what I did. I sifted through the web and found this website which provides numerous sample practice tests which mimics the original test to the max. So it is very important you go about practicing that test. You can check out that test here. I will leave the link in the description of this video. Now, the reason it is important that you go through the practice test is not just practicing the questions, but also to make yourself familiar with the format of the test. The last thing you want is that when you appear for the final test, you are trying to understand the format, like where is the timer, where are the questions coming in, where will be the answers coming in, and all. It is very important you go through that practice before you appear for the test. So check out this link that I will leave in the description of this video, and this would be a good practice for you before you go and appear for the original test. Now, one last call out. Also note that apart from just making these videos on practice sample questions, I've made a separate video where I explain what is PI cognitive assessment test about and how you can go about smartly acing the entire test. There are tips and tricks that I share in that video, along with the explanation of each of the sections that are in the PI cognitive assessment and the type of questions that you should expect. You can check out that video here. Now let's get rolling into the sample questions. Okay, question number one, which of the following is the opposite of the word dormant? Dormant means something which is stationary, so attentive, no. Difficult, no. Active, yes, that is the answer, and receptive, no. So active is the answer. Question number two, what is the next number in the sequence below? Here, they are all multiples of 3. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into 5 is 15. So the multiple is increasing by 2. It was 1, then 3, then 5, then 7. 3 into 7 is 21. And then it will become 9. 3 into 9 is 27. Question number 3. Lose is to find as push is to pull. It cannot be discover, it cannot be flip, it cannot be move, because lose and find are opposite. Push and pull are opposite. That's why it will be pull. Question number 4, which number has lowest value? Here what I do is I take two options, then compare them and select one. So 5 by 3 is greater than 1, 2 by 3 is less than 1. So I'll take 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is roughly around 0.66. And if I compare 2 by 3 by 6 by 10, 6 by 10 is 0.6. So 6 by 10 is lower than 0.66. So 6 by 10 gets compared to 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is 0.75. 6 by 10 is 0.6. So we select 6 by 10. So it's like elimination. I eliminate 5 by 3 first, then I eliminate 2 by 3, then I eliminate 3 by 4. I'm left with 6 by 10. Question 6, you take 4 hours to put together 32 units. How many hours would it take you to put together 56 units? This is a question of ratio proportion. So essentially, if we use 4 hours to put together 32 units, that means that in 1 hour we can put together 8 units. So if 8 units putting together takes 1 hour, how many hours does it take to put together 56 units? Which is 56 divided by 8. The answer is 7 hours. Because if each hour can produce 8 units, we can produce 56 units in 7 hours. 7 into 8 will be 56. So 7 is our answer. Question number 7, which of the following is the opposite of the word rigorous? Rigorous is something which is very thorough. So bold, no, bold is not an opposite. Lenient, yes, lenient can be one of the opposites. Weak, no. Honest, no. So lenient is our answer. Again, doing the elimination, bold, weak, honest are out. Lenient is the opposite word to rigorous, because rigorous is very thorough when you're very thorough with something, and lenient is opposite, being lenient with something. So if 8 parts take 20 minutes to make, how much time will it take to make one part? That would be 20 divided by 8, which is 2.5. So it will take 2.5 minutes to make one part. And then how many minutes will it take to make 6 parts? We will multiply 2.5 by 6, and the answer is 15. Question 10, what is the next number in the sequence below? 5, 3, 9, 13, 23. Okay, let's see what is happening. If I add 5 plus 3, it becomes 8. Okay, if I add 1 in it, it becomes 9. So 5 plus 3, which is the two numbers I have in the sequence, 5 plus 3 becomes 8, and then I add 1. And then I do 9 plus 3, which is 12, add 1, becomes 13. 13 plus 9, which is 22, add 1, becomes 23. So I am adding the last two numbers and then adding 1 to it, which means 23 plus 13 plus 1. 23 plus 13 is 36, plus 1 is 37. So 37 is the answer. Which of the following is the opposite of the word moderate? Opinionated, no. Desirable, no. Rare, no. Extreme, yes. The opposite of the word moderate is extreme. Question 11. Lena is scheduling 35 part-time employees to complete a project. Of those employees, 1 by 5 work mornings only, 10 work only afternoons, and rest alternate between mornings and afternoon. If Lena plans on using all of her morning only staff, half her afternoon staff, and 1 by 3 of her remaining staff, how many people will Lena schedule? So morning only employees are 1 by 5 of 35, which is 7. Afternoon only employees are 10. Remaining employees who alternate between mornings and afternoon will be the remaining, which is 35 minus 7 minus 10, so 18. We are left with 18. Now she uses all of her morning only staff, which is 7. So we take 7. Half of her afternoon staff, which is half by 10, which is 5 employees. So 7 and 5. And then 1/3 of the remaining staff, which is 1 by 3 of 18, which is 6 employees. So 7 plus 5 plus 6, the answer is 18. Question 12. Company Z allows all employees who are level 4 or above to receive coaching. Coaching is mandatory for managers who are level 6 or above. Okay. A level 4 manager must receive coaching. No, because level 4 to level 5 employees are not must to receive coaching. They are allowed to receive coaching, but it is only must for 6 and above. So a level 4 manager doesn't have to receive coaching, so it's not a must. So answer is incorrect. Which number has the lowest value? Again, we start comparing the two together. So 3 by 4 plus 0.1. 3 by 4 is 0.75 plus 1 is 0.85. And then the next one is 1 by 2 plus 0.3, which is 0.5 plus 0.3 equals to 0.8. So 0.8 is lower than 0.25, so we eliminate number 1. The next one we compare is number 3. 1 by 3 plus 0.4 is 0.33 plus 0.4, which is approximately 0.733, which is lower than number 2, and hence we eliminate number 2. Number 4 is 1 by 3 plus 0.5, which is 0.333 plus 0.5, which is 0.833, which is higher than number 3. So number 3 is the lowest or the least number. So we select number 3. Question 14. Here we have a design which is moving. So there is gray area at the bottom and the gray area at the right side, and it is moving clockwise. So once it moves clockwise, both the gray areas come at the bottom, then it moves clockwise again. They move towards the left and the bottom. And once it will move clockwise one more time, it will take again a diamond shape, which is either A or C. And between A or C, it will be C, because the gray area moves one step left and one step up. Question 15. All X items are blue. Okay. D items are always yellow or the same color as X. So D can be yellow and D can be blue as well because X has blue color. Only blue items are for commercial use, which is there could be some items in D which could be for commercial use, but all of X should be for commercial use. Here conclusion says all D items are for commercial use. No, not necessarily, because some are yellow. So the answer is incorrect. The two figures above share a common feature. One of the figures below does not share this same feature. Which figure below does not share the same feature? So above, both figures have 4 corners or 4 sides, and at the bottom it is only the figure number D which has 3 sides or 3 corners, and hence that is the odd one out. So D is the answer. Question 17. Hands are to clock as pages are to paragraph, book, paper, turn. I will select book here because hands in a clock show time for the clock or are part of the clock. Similarly, pages are part of the book just as hands are part of the clock. What is the next number in the sequence 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36? Here, what we see here is 1 into 1, 2 into 4, 2 is 4, 3 into 3 is 9, 4 into 4 is 16, 5 into 5 is 25, 6 into 6 is 36, so 7 into 7 would be 49. 49 is the answer. Question number 19. Which of the figures below comes next in the sequence of the figures shown above? So what we see in the pattern is between 2 and 1, a extra black is being added. Between 3 and 2, an extra gray is being added. So we should expect to add another transparent or white colored circle to be added. 2 black should remain 2 black, 2 grays should remain 2 grays, which means we will eliminate option B and D because they have 3 blacks. That cannot be the option. So it's either A or C. We also see between shape 2 and 3 that the 2 blacks keep moving in an anti-clock shape pattern, and that shift I see in option A, where the 2 dots come over each other just because they're moving anti-clockwise. So A is the answer. Question 20. Chisel is to stone as mold is to. So chisel is an instrument which is used to carve stone. So mold is an instrument which is used to carve wood. No. Clay, yes. Shape, no. And bend, no. So clay is our answer. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this video was helpful for you to now get better at answering PI cognitive assessment test questions. If still not and you need more practice, you can check out the 2 other videos that I have as part of this video series where I share other different sample questions and how to answer them. Check them out here. Thank you.